Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Hello, my Level Up friends and family. Welcome back. Thank you for being here today. You are here to rise. You're here to evolve and raise the bar in every single area of your life. And if you're here, again, I'm going to assume it, you are ready to grow. You're committed to more. So today, we're going to talk about the concept that separates the ones who burn out from the ones who catch fire and never stop. Pretty cool, right? Because you don't want to be the one that burns out. It's the difference between action and inspired action. And I want to let you know that this is a game changer. This is the energy behind the life and the business that you are meant to create. Like, we're meant to feel joy. We're meant to feel happy. You can be a high achiever and also feel joy. And a lot of times people put that like, oh my gosh, I'd be like stressed. I don't want that life. You can have an amazing life and be an overachiever. That's really the point of why I wanted to talk about this today. So let's talk about forced action versus inspired action. We're going to start right here because I want to clear something up. There's a really big misconception around the hustle culture that if you're not exhausted, if you're not running on fumes, if you are not constantly pushing 24/7, then you are not working hard enough. But that belief is not only wrong and outdated, it's dangerous. Because again, if you fill your mind with that belief, what are you going to do? You're going to avoid work. We did an episode last week on urgency. You're going to avoid urgency because you're going to think that's tied to pushing 24 hours a day. So this misconception, this thought that's not true, this belief that becomes anchored with some, it's robbing people of their joy, their creativity, and their power. Here's what I want you to know. This is the truth. Most people aren't tired because they're doing too much. Most people are tired because they're doing the wrong kind of activity. They're actually exhausting themselves from overthinking. They're caught up in this loop of forced action. Like they're doing things from a place of obligation, from a place of fear, from a place of pressure. They're working hard, yes, but it feels like they're sprinting in sand and getting absolutely nowhere fast. And what happens when that happens is it's very draining, it's discouraging, and it's heavy. So if you're in this place, or you've been in this place, or you have somebody on your team that's in this place, listen up, because I want to coach you through this. I want you to imagine the opposite. I want you to imagine waking up every single day feeling lit up by what you get to do versus what you think you have to do. I want you to imagine taking action that's flowing from a place of vision and from a place of excitement. That's inspired action. And it is the most potent, the most magnetic, and effective force in the universe. Inspired action isn't about checking off a to-do list. It's not about like the shoulds and the external pressure. It's about listening to that inner knowing, that spark, that yes that's inside of you. It's action that comes from alignment, passion, and purpose. And here's what I absolutely know for sure. That kind of action creates quantum results. It opens doors. It builds momentum. It multiplies energy because the energy behind your action is what determines your result. So what is inspired action? Like, because that's what we're striving for. That's what we want to create. So what is it? And I really want to break this down for you. Inspired action is when your effort is guided with so much clarity and so much connecting. Like your vision is clear, your purpose is clear, your mission is clear. It's when your actions are in harmony with who you are and what you are here to do. And it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like you're pushing a gigantic boulder uphill. It feels like something bigger than you. It's a calling. It's pulling you forward. It's not about being passive, like not at all. Like if you guys know me at all, it's not about being passive. You're still showing up. You're still moving. You're still creating urgency. You're still doing the work, but the energy behind it is not scarcity. It's not desperate. The energy is different. It's clean. It's elevated. It's electric. Inspired action feels like yes in your body. It's the urge to reach out to someone. Maybe it's to speak on stage. Maybe it's to launch that new business. Maybe it's to ask somebody to join your team. Maybe it's to write that post. Maybe it's to make the call, even if it scares you. But here's the difference. You're doing it from faith, not fear. You're doing it from inspiration, not obligation. You're doing it from passion, not pressure. This kind of action is very often like spontaneous. It's creative. It's not forced. And a lot of times it's imperfect. Sometimes it's even messy, but it's real. And when you're real, that always wins. When you're in inspired action, you're lit up from the inside. Your energy is contagious. People want what you have. You trust yourself. You move with purpose. You're not second guessing every single step because you're being led. Okay. So fall in love with what you're creating. Inspired action over time becomes effortless when you are in love with what you are creating. And yes, I said in love, like not just interested, not just committed, but actually in love with the life and the business that you are creating. Obsessed, really, passionate, energized, connecting to the soul of your vision. When you love what you're building, you don't have to force action. It flows naturally. It becomes something you crave to do. You actually wake up, boom, like the Matrix in the morning, and you are pumped to move. Something that you're called to do. And you know the thing about love? It's magnetic. It lifts you. It makes your ideas feel alive. When you're building something from love, every single step that you take feels meaningful. It doesn't mean you won't have challenges, but even the hard parts feel worth it. When you love your mission, you're waking up excited. You feel moved to move. You don't need motivation. You are the motivation. You stop counting the hours because you're so immersed in your purpose that it's not like, oh my gosh, I worked. People ask me all the time, do I work 2 hours a day? Do you work 1 hour a day? Do you work 4 hours a day? I'm like, I don't even know how many hours that I worked to achieve like growing to the top. I was like, I was in such inspired action that like, I just did it. Like I just did it. And the world feels that. The people around you feel that. Passion is energy. Energy is attraction. And when you radiate that love for your business, your vision, your message, you draw in the exact people that you're meant to serve. When we were young, we used to dream of being anything, an astronaut, the president, a prince, princess. But as you get older, your dreams change, focusing less on running the world and more on how you can take your skills and ideas and turn them into something real. Instead of dreaming of going to space or owning a castle, maybe you start dreaming of owning your own business. You'll need a website, a payment plan, a logo, and a way to advertise to new customers. It can all be overwhelming and confusing, but thankfully, that is where today's sponsor, Shopify, comes in. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. What if people haven't heard about my brand? Shopify helps you find your customers with easy to run email and social media campaigns. And what if I get stuck? Shopify's always around to share advice with their award winning 24/7 customer service. Turn those dreams into and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and get selling today at shopify.com/level up. Go to shopify.com/level up. Shopify.com/level up. So I want you to ask yourself this right now. Am I in love with the business and the life that I am creating? And if not, how do you recreate that love? Maybe you've been in business for a while and you've like lost the spark. Maybe you're like looking for that thing on the outside. And let me tell you, friends, the grass is not greener on the other side. It's like it's green where you water it. Okay. So how can you reconnect with that love? Because when you're in love with your purpose, your energy becomes unstoppable and inspired action becomes second nature. So how do you create inspired action? So like, how do you tap into it? Because here's the thing, you cannot manufacture inspired action. Like, it's not like you can just like make a potion together and you're going to have it. You create space for it in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your heart. You align yourself to receive it. Okay. So here are some ways to do that. First thing, I'm going to talk about getting still. Inspiration can't reach you if your mind is on overdrive. You're scattered, you're busy, you're in fight or flight mode, you're desperate. That desperation comes off when you're always scrolling. You cannot get in this space if you're constantly scrolling and consuming nonsense, okay? Always consuming, always reacting. There's no space to hear. And here's the thing about silence, it's powerful. Take time every single day to get quiet, whether it's meditation, journaling, walking in nature, or just sitting still. Make room for that whisper of truth. That whisper is where the gold is. The second thing, reconnect with your why. Every time you feel stuck or drained, go back to the fire. Why did you start? What did you believe in? What gave you hope? Who are you here to serve? Your why is your fuel. When you reconnect with it, you shift from obligation to inspiration. You shift from I have to do this to I get to do this. Okay. The third thing, do what raises your vibration. Do what gives you energy. Joy is your power source. So, what lights you up? Is it music? Is it dancing? Is it exercising? Is it laughing with friends? Is it reading something that ignites your soul? Don't underestimate the power of a high vibration. Inspiration flows to you when you're feeling good. The fourth thing, trust your inner nudge. You're more intuitive than you think, but you have to pause. You have to listen. You have to be still. That little gut feeling, that pull towards something, that's not random. That's your soul leading you. Don't wait for it to make logical sense. Don't wait for permission. Inspired action often comes when we least expect it, and we have to trust it. The fifth thing, let go of the outcome. And this is a really big one. There's that fine line. It's like focus on the goal, focus on the goal, focus on the goal, focus on the goal. But when you're only attached to the outcome, we grip things. We're desperate. We're trying to control. We micromanage. But when we release the grip, we allow the miracles to happen. And that comes from the knowing. Your vision is clear. You know what's happening. You're creating urgency. You're taking that inspired action. Inspired action is about trusting the process, even when the results haven't shown up yet, even when you don't know how it's going to play out. That's where the magic lies. So why does inspired action level up your business? Because it does. So let's talk results. We're all here for results. I want results. You want results. Inspired action isn't just a cute idea. It's the key to exponential growth in your business. People don't follow strategy. They follow energy. Your team, your customers, your clients, your audience, they're drawn to your passion, your excitement, your certainty. When you're operating from inspired action, you become magnetic. You attract, you expand, and you elevate every single thing you touch. Here's what happens when you build your business from inspired action. You show up authentically and people feel it. You become consistent, not because you have to, but because you genuinely want to. You stop chasing and you start attracting. You move faster with less resilience. You trust the timing and know that the right people are going to show up. This is what levels you up, not just in business, in leadership, in impact, in confidence. You're not just building a business, you're building a movement. And movements are born from inspired energy. When your action is fueled by alignment and passion, you go from exhausted to unstoppable. So I'm going to ask you, have you been feeling drained? Have you been feeling unmotivated? Are you wondering what you're missing? Are you wondering if you're enough? If you're wondering if you've already missed your time to succeed in this business? Like you're doing everything and you're getting nowhere. It might be time to stop just doing more and start doing what matters. Inspired action is the bridge between your vision and your reality. It's what turns dreams into momentum. And that starts with you choosing to tune in, to listen, to trust. You have a message. You have a mission. You have a goal. You were born to lead. You were born to build. You were born to create. The world doesn't need more noise. The world needs your fire, your truth, and your light. Fall in love with what you are creating. Pour your energy into something you believe in. Build from love, act from alignment, and move with joy. And take a breath. Tune in and really ask yourself, what am I being called to do today? And then do that with joy, with boldness, with belief, with conviction. Because when you take inspired action, everything is going to change. That's how you level up. So I love you. I believe in you. And now go take inspired action and build the year that you deserve.